Hey everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Beer Gentleman. I'm Chris. I started this channel because I'm a fan of craft beer, but I'm on sort of a limited budget, so I wanted to demonstrate it was possible to drink good quality beers without having to break the bank. So most of the beers I review on this channel usually come in around the $2 price range, and such is the case with today's selection. I actually paid $1.79 for the I Heart Nevada Amberlager from Bad Beat Brewing. And as you may have guessed, if you are unfamiliar with Bad Beat Brewing, it is in fact a Las Vegas brewery, more specifically Henderson. Henderson is a suburb of Las Vegas, and that's where they're located. They're in what's known as the Brewery District. In that same district, in that same area, within a stone's throw of Bad Beat, you will also find Craft House and Astronomy Aleworks in the neighborhood. So if you're ever here in Vegas and you want to check out the Brewery District, um, all you need to do is tell somebody you want to find either Craft House or Bad Beat, or tell your Uber driver that you're looking for Bad Beat or Craft House or Astronomy Aleworks, and they should be able to get you there. Okay, as I said, this is an amber lager. It's even referred to as a California lager here, which seems kind of strange considering the beer is actually called I Heart Nevada. But hey, we'll leave that as it is. Home means Nevada to me, I believe is our state song, and proudly brewed in Henderson, NV, Cascade Willamette Northern Brewer, Victory Crystal 2-row Pale Chocolate Malt, and Cascade Willamette and Northern Brewer hops. Okay, so here's the thing. It's listed as both amber and lager. So I wrote down some parameters for it. An American lager usually comes in between 4.2 and 5.3 on the ABV. This beer, this specific beer, is a 5.1. So it puts it towards the higher end of American lager. American amber usually comes in between 4.5 and 6.2. So it actually puts it at slightly the lower end on an American amber. Ambers have higher ABVs. I do not have IBUs for you, gang. Sorry, they're not available on the can. They're not even available on the website. Uh, so far, two of my friends on Untapped have given it a cumulative score of 3.75. 561 of us have given it a cumulative score of 3.57. There are no listings on Beer Advocate at this time. So, this is a fairly new beer. I do not have a brewed on date or enjoy by date on this beer, but that's okay. I know this beer can't possibly be that old if we've got less than 600 um, reviews on Untapped. So, going to be using my Samuel Adams Boston Lager Ipex glass. And if you are unfamiliar with this glass, if you notice here, there's a little nub right there. See that little nub right there? That's where you are supposed to take in the bouquet of your beer. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this, and it is pouring a very much an amber color, that's for sure. I would definitely describe that as an amber beer. All right, and gotta describe that as high carbonation. Actually, I'm going to describe that as medium-high carbonation now that it's settled just a bit. The head seems to be popping rather quickly. These bubbles are going rather fast. We do have a nice foamy head, but I can't describe that as any better than semi-resilient because I'm watching the bubbles just pop, 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 pop. Uh, Guys, what you were seeing here, what you're seeing on the camera, is I'm going to say at least one shade, maybe 1.5 shades darker than the beer itself. The beer itself actually kind of looks like weak iced tea. What you're seeing is a little closer to, well, almost a copper color. So I'm going to give this a quick beard wipe, see what I come across. I do have a cold right now, so um, I'm not going to count off points if I'm not overwhelmed by the bouquet because it could very well be that I'm just not able to smell like I should. So, and I got nothing from that. So let me put my schnoz directly in using that nub as I pointed out to you on these glasses. A little bit of malt I'm smelling, and that's not the beer's fault, and not the brewer's fault. Let's not hold them accountable. Unfortunately, in order to get these cranked out sometimes, I have to do a review even when I'm not feeling tip-top, and such is the case for now. But I am going to go ahead and taste this, see how it is, and we'll go from there. Cheers. Okay, nice and creamy. I'm going to describe that as probably a I'm going to say medium-low mouthfeel. Not particularly spiky, not feeling much of an alcohol burn. Um, I tell you what, guys, you know what? I think it's only fair. One day down the road, I am going to revisit this beer before very long. Like I said, I'm trying to get these reviews out. You know, life does kind of get in the way sometimes of doing reviews and trying to crank these out. But uh, aside from feeling very creamy, and I'm kind of surprised by that. You don't expect much from either a lager or an amber to be particularly creamy. Um, but I'm not tasting much of anything, and I have to assume that that's at least in part to the fact that I've got this cold and that my taster is off, as my mom would say. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this. Let's see. I probably would have given it a 3.5. Give it a 3.75 with the can. Um, you know, maybe I'm just gonna check in and not even rank it this time. I'm just gonna check in this beer. Uh, the thing I feel bad about is I don't think this beer is going to be available for a particularly long time. But as I said, I will make a point of trying of revisiting this beer somewhere down the road because I'm not tasting much of anything, and I really, as I said, I don't think I don't think that's the brewer's fault. So, guys, if you like this video, and I'm not really sure why you would, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, drink good beer and don't break the bank doing it. Cheers.